pictures on the wall where the laughter used to fall. Empty halls that echo slow. Gone the love I used to know. Broken dreams and shattered glass. Thought forever it would last.
So, Nina invited me to her house for the first time, even though we knew each other for about 4 years now. But now, I understand why it took her that long to invite me over to her place.
But I don't know why, so you will have to update me on that one. What was she trying to hide? Her chamber pot?
Well, it's a nice house, if we're only talking about the outside of it, to be very honest with you. But once you step foot inside, it's a whole nother story. Never knew Nina was so filthy, the way she acts, and always wearing all those damn name brand clothes. Ew!
But to be honest with you, Jen, half the time it's people like Nina who acts the most, wearing all these expensive shit and making us believe that they are all that, when in fact, they're just as filthy as the devil's apartment.
You mean Satan?
Yes, Jen. Did you really have to mention his name? What part of the devil you didn't get? I swear. You act so slow sometimes I believe your little wheelchair is faster than you half the time.
Anyways, Nina invited me for dinner and...
I got that part, Jen. So she invited you for dinner and then what happens after that?
Ava, that's what I'm getting at. Could you please relax a bit and give me some time to tell the tale? Relax, my friend.
Okay. Jen, please make it snappy. You know Aunt Patsy is coming over soon to take me to the doctor's. I'm about to scream if you don't hurry up.
So, Nina had the table set up. She made so much food. I thought she was inviting like 10 or 20 people over. But to my surprise, it was only me, her, and her bald-headed friend, Gina. She had fried chicken, baked ham, pot roast, and...
Jennifer, I really don't care what she had for dinner. I'm only interested in the other part. You know, the news, please, you're getting me upset. Hungry and angry. Just get to it, will you?
Anyways, so she has one of those open kitchen living room type of setup. Everything opens up. Then I look across the living room, and there was a beautiful painting of a lady. She has long neck. Her eyes are closed. I got closer to view the beautiful painting, and it was painted in 1910. So you know that's centuries old. Lots of history.
Okay. Go on. Now we're getting somewhere. You really tell great stories. Jen, but sometimes you take too long to tell them, and that leaves me in suspense. And that's one of two things I hate the most. Surprises and suspenses.
Okay, I got you. Anyways, the lady on the painting, I just couldn't stop admiring her. It was painted so beautifully, so thoughtfully. I wish I could meet the century-year-old artist. The lips of the lady was pursed as if she wanted to tell me something. A secret, maybe? And at the same time, she looked sad and a little unhappy. But why?
Oh my goodness, Jen. A talking wall art? A woman with her eyes closed on a painting trying to tell you something? A painting that's over 100 years old. Jen, are you okay?
So I started touring the house, and to my surprise, it was the most grossest, dirtiest, smelliest, nastiest, oldest, smallest, moldiest.
Jennifer! Jenny! You're making me mad! What's up with all this stuff? Nastiest, oldest, smelliest, just tell me what happens. My good Lord, Jen, you're supposed to be a great storyteller, but to be honest, you're not really telling the story well. I think that lady on the painting would have done a better job. Just hurry up and give me the lowdown for heaven's sake.
Anyways, Ava! That house was the filthiest I've ever been in. I was so upset that my good friend would invited me to have dinner in such filth. So I wheeled over to Nina and her bald-headed friend and said, Nina, I'm sorry, but I will not be able to stay for dinner. So she asks why, and I said, I will not get sick from eating in this place. It's worse than a dumpster. I just feel like spitting in here. I feel like I'm outside, and even outside is much cleaner than your place. How you're still alive is beyond me.
Okay, so what did she say? Was she red in the face, like pasta sauce? Nasty Nina. That's her new nickname, Little Nasty Nina.
Yeah, not just red in the face. She was also blue, purple, black, and green. Ha ha ha! So she sat there in her little spot, put her hands to her sides, looks at me angrily, and shouted, How dare you, Jennifer! That's why I waited all this time to invite you over. Because you're always acting like you're the cleanest person ever lived, and like you're better than me. Even though we are both in wheelchairs, you think you're all that. You fat, small woman.
Oh, no. Oh no, she didn't go there. Please tell me she didn't say that. I don't believe you, Jen. Remember, you're a storyteller. Are you serious? Nina, the one with the filthy apartment talking about you in wheelchair, and that she is saying that you think you're better than someone else. So, what did you say, Jen? Because I know you didn't just sit there like a fool. Whatever you did, I know you had to say something to her. What did you say?
Hell no! I didn't just stand there. I looked at her little freckled, ugly face and said, Nina, that century-year-old picture you have hanging on that dirty-ass wall of yours, why don't you take it down and bring it to the museum so other people can see it? That's where it belongs. This place is too filthy for such rich history. No wonder the lady has both of her eyes shut tight and her lips pursed up as if she's about to cry and curse you out. I said, even the portrait is disgusted with your nasty behavior. How do you invite someone in such horrid state? You're trashy, Nina. Just trash to the E.
No, Jen, I didn't know you were such a badass. You said all that to Nina? While she has her bald-headed friend there, too. So, what was Nina's reply to you? Because I'm sure like you, she too didn't just sat there and take all your attacks. We both know her mouth is filthier than her apartment.
That's right. She was pointing to the door and was screaming at me. Get out of my house, you ugly two-faced sinner, you and your entire family. Dead or alive needs to be at the zoo where you all belongs. So the entire world can see your ugly face close up and pet you like an animal. She was screaming, get out it, and don't ever come back here ever again, you ugly zoo monster.
Jen, what did you do? You got Nina very upset. I'm just praying she doesn't take her little attitude around me. Because I'm telling you, Jen, I would definitely have to jump up out of this chair and walk right into her sweet little face. She better not mess with me. She really don't know me like that.
I did not know after all these years that's how she lived. And always wearing only name brand shoes and clothes and acts like she's better than us. Who knew? I wouldn't even let my imaginary puppy drink a bowl of water from her house. Yuck!
Yeah, now she's the forever nasty Nina. I wonder if I can call her that without getting on her bad side. Ha 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 he.
Well, I gotta go. I have to go work later. You lucky you're only going to the doctor's. I wish I was rich so I wouldn't have to work never again. I hate working. I get too tired. And they don't pay me enough for me to get excited to want to go to work.
Yeah, my Aunt Pasty should be here in 30 minutes. I don't want to keep her waiting because she gets nasty at times, just like nasty Nina. Ha ha ha. I'll catch you later. Zoo animal, hope I can visit the zoo one day so I can pet you and your entire ugly family like the rest of the visitors. I didn't say that, nasty Nina did. Ha ha ha.
That nasty old fool. Catch you later, Licehead. Hope the doctors make you scream and cry.